ASEAN Summit and related meetings have been over for more than a week now. So now we have the luxury of looking back with some hindsight. I'm sure you, Kunarin, you yourself must have attended numerous ASEAN forums, ASEAN meetings, right? Mm-hmm. So if these Bangkok meetings are to have any outstanding issues or something different from the previous meetings, what do you think those things would be?
Yeah, the summit meetings have gone pretty well, both from the government side or the private sector side. I think if you look at the whole meetings, it's pretty grand, A lot of visitors, whether it's people from Asia or people from ASEAN or people from outside of this region or the continent. Everything has been very well planned, very well executed, and that's something that I think we should be proud of. A lot of things could have been better, but if you're looking at the whole setup from outside, you probably don't see those small items that but there are a lot of things that we can change or we can learn from the mistakes.
I think nobody questions Thailand's role as the host of the summits, right? But what about the substance of the whole thing?
To me,
the focus seems to be on RCEP, right? The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership.
That's probably the government side. But let me just give you a flavor on the private sector side. Right. We work on this concept of empowering ASEAN 4.0.
All right.
You know about the government's theme, which is advancing a partnership for sustainability. And I just want to say that they're pretty much aligned. If you look at the government side, they're looking at advancing that, which means digital economy, digital ASEAN. Partnership. They're really looking ahead at digital connectivity, seamless ASEAN. And on sustainability, the government has to say sustainability in all dimensions. On the private sector side, we have 4 pillars. The first pillar is digital infrastructure, which is quite aligned with the digital ASEAN of the government. We say if there is no effective digital infrastructure, there is no 4.0. If you don't have speedy broadband internet, strong Wi-Fi signal, forget it. Number 2, we're looking at digital connectivity once you have good digital infrastructure. And we have 2 dimensions, sustainability dimensions that we want to kind of bring up to everybody, and that is the importance of human capital empowerment. We call it ASEAN Human Empowerment and Development. The acronym is AHEAD, AHEAD. And this is, right within the 4th Industrial Revolution, that we have to make sure that we upskill people, reskill people, find new jobs for people, because machines and computers will take away jobs. This is going to be difficult for people who are pretty smart, because they're going to lose their jobs, and people who are not so smart will also lose jobs. So we're looking at, actually it's very important to have also research and development in the AHEAD. Actually, that's a legacy project for us in the human capital development. Because if you have good research development, you go very far. A very simple example I can give you now is Korea 40 years ago. They were the same. They were on par with us. Korea now they've taken rockets up there. We're still walking. And that's because research and development money that they've put into developing the whole country. Very high, about 5-7% of GDP. For Thailand, maybe about 1% or less. The last one, the 4th pillar is the continuation of to assist continuation. We have to continue to assist MSMEs who are at a disadvantage, especially those MSMEs who are the backbone of ASEAN economies. If they're not in the value chains of the bigger company, they have no way of understanding 4.0. We have to bring them up to speed on 4.0. And these are the 4 things that the private sector we look at.